We're going to get into Jake and Tana. It's more of like a couples reading, like see where they're at as far as their friendship goes, because I don't believe that they're together specifically. So that's more or less why. But we'll just do kind of like an update or a general read or see where it goes. We're gonna get into the astrology also of Tana and Jake, and we'll get into their zodiac signs as well as this reading. While you're waiting, please go ahead, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. And at the end of the reading, please go ahead, check out the reading that does pop up at the end. That's going to be your next celebrity reading. Let's see. Okay, off there. Why are you doing this? Okay. All right, so we, again, are doing Tana Mojo. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry. Okay. She is from Las Vegas, Nevada, United States. She was born June 24th, 1998. A little bit more about her is that she is a Cancer, moon sign's a Cancer as well. She is a social media sensation type YouTuber, podcast, but she did date Jake for a duration of time. And Jake Paul, he was born January 17th, 1997, 12:49 p.m. in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. Ah. Birth path 8, Capricorn, and moon sign is a Taurus. His ascending is also a Taurus. A little bit more about Jake is that he was born Jake Joseph Paul, and he's an American actor. He's a YouTube personality who rose to significant fame on the video application Vine. So that's a little bit who those two are. So we'll get into this reading right now. Okay. All right, 2 of Cups in reverse. So the relationship is speaking that there was really nothing to force at this point or at that point, whatever is their last most current energy. Just I feel like this relationship has a lot to do with kind of shaping how they felt about each other, just kind of overall. And it was a really high moment for them, and it worked really well when it worked. But there's also, as far as what they think about each other, Jesus, he thinks there's like almost like an unstable thing here with her, with the king or the Knight of Pentacles, excuse me, that's in reverse, and then our 4 of Swords that's also in a reverse. So okay, so she feels like he kind of crosses boundaries and he doesn't really stick within the rules, and that might be one of the reasons or the indicators to me that maybe they're not dealing with each other. But as far as limits or boundaries, that is something that keeps her really, really safe. So it might have been just like in a place where it made her a little uncomfortable, and she was like, I'm not content with this, I'm not okay with this, I'm not able to sleep with this, so it's not happening. It kind of like hovered above her, and it made her restless at the time. So I feel like there's also kind of like he thinks maybe there's, more lacking in the situation, or more lacking even just in general with her. With this whole relationship, there's just more lacking than what works. So all of, the things that matter to him are the things that just apparently weren't happening at the time. Okay. So emotionally, where are we at here? Okay, so emotionally, he's accepted things with our death in reverse. So this, the ending of this situation was inevitable. This was going to happen no matter what. So this is just inevitable, and that's kind of where he stayed and stands on it still. And there's a lot of balance with the ending of this love cycle or this relationship. I feel like over on her end with the 9 of Wands, that is an upright position. We also have this was the last stand for this relationship. So this was like a last ditch effort. So this might have been just one of those things where, it was time to really just think about closing things down. It was just, love really needed, their relationship and their love needed to be tended to or dealt with, but it was just too hard. So the love isn't always easy when it comes to this type of relationship. And there was a lot of passion. There was a little bit of reliability, but it wasn't much. It didn't last really that long. And she probably didn't communicate much at the ending there, or currently even in a place just not really conversating or communicating or planning it, organizing anything. What is going on currently between the two? So he's at a new start over on his end. He has no fear of change. He is all about, I am lucky. The fortune is kind of on his side right now. And any change or chance or new beginning, he is going to take it and run. Okay. So a new start is kind of how he felt, especially after the relationship. A new start with every fucking moment here. That's kind of where he was going with this. But that's where he is currently, just in a new beginning and a new start, especially with luck, fortune, money, finances, however you want to look at it, business. Her star in reverse is just indicating to me that she could even have some sort of a new trust in a relationship already. And I feel like she kind of knew that there was an illusion here. So she had an illusion of what this might have been. So I feel like any expectations were too high for this situation, and she was aware of that. So currently just in a place where she could be beginning something new, and this could be, bringing in some sort of balance through, it just inspires her as far as this relationship is going for her. I feel like there's a nice flow there. May not be everlasting, but it's something that came in after. Okay, what is the likely outcome here for the two of them? Talking, not talking, what are we doing here? Ten of Wands reverse, Seven of Swords, that's in a reverse. Word is down. Okay, so again, just maybe not really communicating. And he kind of blames himself for the ending, or, whatever happened to this relationship. He definitely blames himself. So I feel like it was almost like, again, with the blame game on your own self, it's like he cannot continue to carry on. So he's like, I can't keep doing this. And it was, he had blocked thinking. He might have been in a place where he couldn't express either. So again, this is a closed chapter. The burden of this relationship is really pretty much on its way out the door, or it has been. So any past blame or secrets, those are definitely something that could have come to light or did come to light. I'm not quite sure. So if you're aware of whatever that is, it's being indicated with Seven of Swords in reverse. So also, lastly, I feel like she had a lot of wishful thinking on this, but it's just the ruling here is the mere fact that the world does not surround this. The world is not carrying this, the energy, the universe, however you want to see this, spirit, heaven, Jesus. This isn't being held by any of that. So this is not karmic. This is not something, this is definitely something you could take from, learn from, really. And I feel like she did what she could do, and he kind of struggled with that. So, all right, please go ahead, hit subscribe with Hangman Tarot, and I will see you all soon. See ya.